Hey, how are you? It's Brian Shivers. It's good to see you again. It was awesome to see so many of you on Wednesday night at Niners, and I hope that you're planning on joining us again this Wednesday at 7 o'clock. The Zoom ID will be available on our Instagram account, and I'll also be sending you a text. This week, I need you to do a few things for me. One of the documents that you'll see included on our Niners page is what is called the Statement of Faith, and I need you to download that document and start to work on that Statement of Faith. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's 4 different questions that I need you to interact with prayerfully and thoughtfully, and it will prepare you for our confirmation time coming up in August. So please take a look at that. And the other thing that I want you to look at is I would love for you at the conclusion of this video to spend some time watching the worship service from this past Sunday. It will inform what it is that we're going to be talking about during Niners on Wednesday night. So again, check out the Statement of Faith page. There are 4 questions, and the 4 questions are, or 4 prompts are: write about a time in your life when you have experienced the presence of God. The second one is, what does it mean to be a Christian? What does it mean to you to be a Christian? The third one is, what does it mean to you to be a member of the church? And then the fourth one has to do with your skills, your talents, and your interests, and how you might engage those in the broader life of the church. So take some time. You got a time to work on it. There's no real definite timeline for you to have those in, but I just wanted to get those to you so that you could start working on your statement of faith. You can email those to me at bshivers@secondchurch.org, and I look forward to seeing your answers. And they're not graded. These are just your responses, so don't put a lot of pressure on yourself on these. Okay, so check that out, and also check out the video from this past Sunday's worship service. At Niners this week, we're going to be talking about worship. So the first thing that I would like for you to think about is this: have you ever experienced the presence of God? Or have you ever experienced the presence of something mysterious? Or have you ever experienced something that seems to be bigger than any of all of this, or all of this combined? When was that? Where were you? Maybe you were on vacation, you were standing at the ocean, or maybe it was in a really sacred space and you were overwhelmed by something, or maybe it was something someone said or did for you. When was that? And where were you? And how did it feel? And then how would you attempt to describe what happened? Take some time to think about that, and maybe even take some time to share that with someone. We'll be talking a little bit about that this Wednesday. And then another question for you: what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word praise, or you hear the word worship? What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Here's what I want you to remember for this week. Worship is not something that we attend. Sure, we have worship services, and we always say to one another, hey, are you going to worship? Worship is not an event we go to. Worship is not entertainment. And worship is not passive. It's not something that we just sit back and allow to happen. Worship is participatory. Worship involves all of us. It involves all of our senses. Worship is something we do. Worship it's a way of life. Worship is not what we get out of it. And we often ask one another that question: what did you get out of the sermon, or what did you get out of worship today? Rather, worship is what it is that we give into the experience. worship. I want you to broaden your understanding of what that word means. I want you to start thinking about it as not something that you passively receive, but that you actively do. That worship it's not just a service that you go to, it is something that you live into. At its very best, our worship services call out to that which is deep in us, to that which is deep in the world, to that which is deep in the divine. The psalmist actually says, deep calls to deep. What is worship? Think about the time when you sensed the presence of God, or something that was bigger than all of this combined. A moment when you were maybe overwhelmed with a sense of awe. How does that relate to worship? I look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. Look for the Zoom ID on social media, so on the Instagram account, and also via text message. Please don't forget to check out the Statement of Faith document that is on the Niners page. And also, before you show up on Wednesday, take some time to watch the worship service from this past Sunday. Remember these three things. You are loved, you are not alone, and you are enough. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you Wednesday night. Peace, be well, take care of yourself. Bye.